Hey, man, you've heard me talk about one of our fantastic sponsors, Cobblestone on Main and Webster. I've raved about their craft cocktails, the warm atmosphere, the upscale bar, even how perfect it is for date night. But I've got to spend a minute telling you about their incredible chicken wings. And sure, lots of places have wings, but at Cobblestone on Main, you're in for a true treat. Choose from Buffalo Mild, Buffalo Sriracha, Smoky Caroline Barbecue, Savory Barbecue, Dry Rub, and something that's absolutely off the charts, their garlic Parmesan wings. Satisfy your cravings and elevate your weekend football watching with these delicious eats. Stop by for a wing-tastic experience, I know, at Cobblestone on Main, 109 West Main Street in the Village of Webster.
The future's here, the countdown tall. Bill's voice echoes through the hall. Danny's pondering life and dreams. Kevin's games and laughter beams. In the glow of screens we find stories shared and moments kind. Billified.
Danny and the Healthy Fats bringing it into 2025.
So Danny and the Healthy Fats last night talked to Randy Fluker.
Yeah?
From Get Your Gig On, and Danny and the Healthy Fats may be making a couple appearances. Coming out of retirement in 2025.
You're kidding. This is amazing.
Few people may have talked me into something.
How drunk were you?
I wasn't.
How drunk do I have to be to go?
Well, that's what I was hoping for.
Here's
Kevin.
a better version.
The drunker you are, the better I sound.
Bill's voice echoes through the hall. Danny's pondering life and dreams. Kevin's games and laughter beams. In the glow.
I asked for 80s style ballad. It didn't really register. Happy New Year, everybody. 2025, we may see you back on stage. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So in a band or as a hired gun?
No. Like a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
But I can't get into the details yet. But
oh, really? So this is top secret information.
This is confidential, not top secret.
Either you're in the band or you're a hired gun. There's no in between here.
I got to get out the conch.
Yeah.
And right.
So you're making a call?
And some of the news team.
That's right. From yeah, okay. All right.
I was hoping Kevin would get washboard abs so I could play the washboard for him.
Kevin, is this on Sling?
I'm working on it.
All
Would
right.
you just relax?
Well, it's already a blowout, so like every other college football playoff game.
So I don't understand. I'm confused by this. This whole thing with you. I'm confused, and I apologize. And I have a tendency when I'm confused to just keep poking until it makes sense to me.
Okay.
But I'll leave it alone since you don't want to say too much. However,
it's kind of an idea that like I thought I was going to stop doing it, and then somebody threw out this idea, and said, "Hey, why don't you do this?"
Yeah.
And I have a date available, and then somebody else said something that would be awesome, but I don't want to go into detail. I have to make sure I have the people to do it.
Are you gonna? Okay, so
Are you going to include your wife?
Yeah, it would include my wife.
Yes,
it would include a band.
Okay,
a band.
okay, great question. I like that.
Yeah.
I like this. Would it be called Danny and the Healthy Fats?
One of them may.
What? Wait,
The other one would be.
bands?
The other one would have to be Diggler's Bridge.
Oh, the old Diggler's Bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd have to get the band back together.
Oh, the
for that one.
reunion tour.
We're gonna get T-shirts made.
Matt could get his T-shirt back out.
Oh God, Matt Indiano has that T-shirt. That's awesome.
They don't like when you say their name, apparently.
Huh?
Kevin said you can't say their names on the show. Apparently, I got yelled at for that last week.
We did.
I said his name. So
What happened?
I don't remember.
That's okay.
I remember it, but I don't remember what the context was.
I don't remember the context either. I don't
no,
know.
we were doing a live read for.
all right.
Doesn't matter.
We'll just
The
leave it.
point is, yes. So I may get on stage just maybe a couple times. This year.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
All right.
Depends
I like
on what
this.
the money situation is. It's getting divish.
Also, I think Randy Fluker's got his own crypto coin that he's coming out with too. Things are changing. Fluker's got some good ideas coming up this year, so the music scene's going to be even better.
All right.
Did you know they refer to Rochester as Little Nashville?
Look at. Who does? Who's they that does this?
I was told this last night. I didn't know this.
All right, I say
How
that.
drunk was this person when they said
all right,
that?
here's what I'm going to say.
Fairport.
Yes, I think Fairport is Little Nashville.
Well, I think that's what they mean.
And I think Fairport is becoming the destination. I know a lot of young people are coming down here to party. And
Especially, have you seen the city recently? Of course they're coming here.
Well, hitting the cannery and stuff.
Fairport ain't going to be Little Nashville until LVO's Bar and Grill goes up.
Oh, yeah. That would be great.
Is he putting one up?
That would,
You got- Kid Rock's got one. Why can't Elvio have one?
Yeah, it would be funny if Elvio got kicked out of his own bar as often as Kid Rock.
That'll never happen.
Like, I think Kid Rock has twice been kicked out.
Yes.
I think this is an idea we need to float to Elvio.
Well, we could float that to Elvio. And
I got
see if
$4,
Elvio
almost
Fernandez would open the. Well, look, the can. Everything's so. Here's my concern: is the parking is tough.
Parking's always been an issue.
If you had, I don't know if you can park at area schools and bus people. I don't know.
Well, apparently in downtown Buffalo, you could park for $25, but they'll take you anywhere into the heart of the city where you need to go.
Yeah.
All the places that you need to be. It's like it's within like the blocks that you need to go.
But here's the thing: like when you want to go, sometimes you just want to go.
Right.
And now I gotta wait. It's like an airport. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait for a shuttle to come and get me and do this, and I'm not sure how all that. Would
Buffalo
work.
spread it out though too, because when we stayed right. We were at the Harbor Center, which is literally from here to the town hall to the Key Bank Center,
Right.
which is where the Sabres play. And they built it up down there around the canal. There's Pearl Street's right there. They've got Labatt Blue House just opened up. There's a German beer house. The casino's right there.
The idea before they put in the idea for a new stadium was if they could get the stadium, the Bills' new stadium, which is now being built in Orchard Park across the street from the current stadium.
They could get it
They wanted to try to get, because the idea is like you build a stadium and
then
an
build
arena
everything
downtown,
around
you
it.
build everything around it.
Yeah.
It just makes sense, but they
Sure
just
does.
couldn't do it. And I understand that.
I feel like they could have gone into some of that area around like the
lake.
Riverworks, down by Riverworks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just
Well, it depends on
old
who,
buildings down there.
Like
but
the
it
General
depends
Mills,
on
yeah,
who
it's-
owns it,
Right.
And then are they willing to part with it? And what
a lot of people would have been displaced
I
too.
think- okay, well,
So, but
look, either way, I have.
it was more affordable to put it, where they put it.
then you got the baseball field right
It's not
there. You got
affordable
the
for
football
anybody.
field right there. You got the hockey arena.
Yeah,
right there.
I agree with that. You're right. You've now built. Yes, I think that's
I
smart.
heard Greg Connors tried to get it at Mendon, but that
Is that what you heard?
in his backyard.
In his backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got tickets right from my pool.
He was going to put it in the backyard, but then he realized he couldn't lose to me at cornhole anymore if he put a stadium back
What
there.
did you do for New Year yesterday? For New Year's Eve.
Well, I worked most of the day, and then
By the way, I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you, and I'm interrupting my own thought. I see a lot of Happy New Year's on Facebook, and I want to say I believe that's not correct.
it's New Year.
I think it's Happy New Year.
It's
Yeah.
singular.
Yeah, but I think people are writing Happy New Year's, but it would be New Year's Eve because it's the possessive with
Yes.
the apostrophe. Just
Thanks,
those-
Department of Education.
I don't know why. I know, but I don't know why every year those are one of the things that bother me. Just slightly.
That's your father and you right there.
Probably, maybe. I'm not sure. So what did you do?
I worked most of the day, and then we started drinking about 5. We
Nice.
just had a bunch of appetizers and played Cards Against Humanity, and I think I asked out at like 10:30.
Tapped.
What did you do? Did you go out? Obviously.
We went to a house party
Oh.
with some musician
Whoa,
friends.
whoa!
Yeah, tell me about it.
Excuse me.
Hanging with Kid and Play.
Wow. What is this?
Yeah, I went to a house party with some friends. Randy,
Okay.
Christine Fluker were there.
Clearly.
We're there. Some other band people in town
How
were
many
there.
people wore the tuxedo T-shirt? That
I
sounds like
told Beth I wanted to get one. I don't have one of those, but nobody did. I would have done it if I
know.
had one.
All right. Okay.
Could've gone
It seems-
Canadian tuxedo.
It just seems like that.
I did
all,
that.
All denim. All denim.
I was pretty much all denim.
Okay. So all right, you stayed up to midnight.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
the
we were
whole
there
thing?
till like 2.
Nice.
Yeah, which is the latest I've stayed up in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the ball in probably 4 years.
Okay. I have.
My penis in 10. but-
Well,
thank you.
see, Alice?
I just wanted to beat you two fuckers to the joke.
I wasn't going to say.
I was going to. I just.
Danny's not going to say.
I don't go for that
I
type.
might
You
think
might,
it,
but
I don't say
But I
everything
don't-
that's on my mind.
But the thing you got to be
New year,
careful.
new you.
And I learned this. You think you got to be careful about. And I learned this a couple years ago. TV is now more streamed than live.
Yeah.
When you're watching it.
Oh.
So if you're going to watch the ball drop, you have to make sure you're on time because or there's no point to celebrating New Year's. So I go, hold on, guys. Look at your phone. Go to the second hand. We got to do our own countdown.
Really?
And then I realized my wife and I, our phones weren't exactly alike. Nobody's were.
That's when I would have gotten up and left the party.
This is
Guys, we got to synchronize.
But here's the thing, though. The TV was 35 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So
All right.
there's no point of doing Happy New Year's.
Oh, just count down on their
Just have
stupid
fun.
thing, and who gives a shit?
Oh, no, you
What's the
have to
30?
do it at the second if you're going to do it, or else you might as well stay home.
We can tell who the guy at the party that wasn't drinking
Yes.
was.
Yeah. What a
No, everybody agree with me.
Of course they did.
Of course
they
did.
Hammered. Just to shut you up.
No, like,
yeah,
you're right, Dan.
Right. You're right, Dan.
You're right, Danny.
Shut up.
As always, you're right. I love your thoughts.
Oh, God.
You're great on the podcast.
See, you're that would be the annoying person at the party. I'd be throwing.
This was Danny in the bathroom talking to the mirror by himself.
Tostitos rolls or whatever they had. Those meatballs in a sauce. Shut up, Danny. Open your mouth.
By the way, have you ever had lentil soup after midnight?
No. It is lentil soup for new. Well, I've had black-eyed peas and lentil soup and collard greens and things.
I didn't know this was a thing.
It's supposed to be for good luck.
Yeah. I just ate it because I was hungry. It was
good. But I was not planning to do much for New Year's Eve, and I wound up during the day having some champagne and some laughs with people, and then coming in here and doing a podcast with Doug, and I brought a bottle of champagne.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Look
at you. Look at you.
Maybe I was talking about you.
Yeah,
I thought it was cute when Doug brought out the little disco ball.
He brought out a disco ball, but I popped the champagne and it went all over me and everywhere. And that may be what's sticky on there, to be honest with you. That's sticky. Kevin touched
Is that
the
why you
remote,
cleaned?
No, he just went, why is the remote sticky? And I didn't know. And I'm thinking that's why. So
I just figured it was 54 inches of
No, it's not. In here with the windows. Come on.
Bill.
I got no shame. Bill got no shame.
I don't have any shame. So I did. I drank. Doug did not have any champagne. He had like a sip.
A thimble?
Like, not even. And so all of a sudden I go, oh my God, the bottle's gone. So I'm like,
oops. I did it again.
It's like a bottle of wine, though. There's only probably about 2.5 glasses in there. So, I mean, that's not...
No, 4 or 5.
4
It's
usually.
champagne. You're not supposed to drink it like a full glass of wine. It's like stemware. You're supposed to just drink like maybe...
Oh, when I make a mimosa, it's 75% champagne. And
I always go, I'll have a mimosa, hold the orange juice.
Just a strip of orange juice for color. I even sometimes put some blue carousel in there.
You and every chick in town, like the Prosecco and the OJ.
Yeah.
Hold the OJ.
That's right. So I did that, and then I go, well, you know what? I haven't seen some of my buddies, like Damien and stuff, at all.
Yeah.
In a while.
You doing all right?
I don't know. I mean, I had texted on Christmas and stuff, but so I walked over.
Because I saw Damien's face on the side of a bottle of Jameson the other day, and I got a little nervous.
Like he was missing. So I text one of the guys who's part of that group, and I just go, hey, are you over there? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. And I walked over, and I time travel in that place. Because the next thing I know, it's like 9 o'clock, and I go, oh my God. But Damien left. He went to dinner with his wifey, or Mrs., as he called it. And
Mrs.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was
it's McMisses.
And so they went to dinner, and then this other guy, Tony, was going home, and he had ordered food. And then I was just talking to some other people.
By myself.
Yes. Okay. So this
Drinking Guinness all by myself.
So now I'm sitting there, and this is a weird thing, and I'll ask. This will be more of a Danny probably, because I think Kevin will just roll his eyes at it. But I wound up sitting at the end of the bar, and then there was a woman sitting to the right, but she was with another couple. I guess she was alone, and all of a sudden she's talking to me and stuff. And she said to me, and I found this almost insulting.
Want to go to the bathroom with me?
No, she didn't say that. She said, "You're cute." And I'm like, that sounds like I go, doesn't cute end at the age of 3? Like at 3?
No, I think with women, it continues till as long as they want. It depends on who they're talking to.
Come on.
Cute and good looking are mutually exclusive with women.
Did she say like
different?
You're okay, but the inflection's important, right?
Well, also, how many drinks had she had?
Who the fuck knows?
38%.
I don't know. I didn't know her. I didn't know.
Because if she's hammered, cute could come out. If she's sober, cute's probably not coming out. But if she's had a few,
probably she had a few. I would assume. And then all of a sudden she leans over and kisses me on a cheek as she and her friends are leaving. I go, I have no idea what happened here. I have no anything. And
how's she look?
No, there was
On a scale of 1 to 10, Billy, how does she look?
I don't know that.
Okay, with alcohol in you, on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to be honest with you.
With champagne goggles.
Sober, she was a farm.
I don't know that I could.
Guinnessed up, she was a Josh Allen, baby.
I don't know that I could tell you and pick her out in the lineup today.
She threw a touchdown to herself.
I don't even know because I was talking to this other guy, Matt, and some other people. All of a sudden, I think I was behind the bar for a second, and then so I was just being silly, and I didn't really remember paying a lot of attention. But I go, hey, I just remember. I go, that was stuck in my head. And by 9 o'clock, I had stopped drinking probably around. I tried to stop at around 7. I think it was more like 7:30, and then at 9:15, I went home.
Okay. What he forgets was the HJ she gave him under the bar.
And then I go home and I lay down and I start watching the stuff. On
bar here,
CNN or whatever it was, and then I was asleep. I woke up. I think I texted.
Why is Whitney coming, son?
One of my.
Who is this?
She's a great writer.
Well, apparently she had to clarify her jokes on Twitter last night. I don't know.
I have no idea. So I went on, and then next thing I know, I'm asleep. It's 3:25. I wake up and I peel myself off the couch.
Sure.
Crack another one.
Oh, the queen.
Yeah, and I get into bed. I can't fall asleep.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I cannot fall asleep. I'm laying there.
Once your adrenaline spikes after a long sleep, all of a sudden it's very hard to get back down to sleep.
God damn, I was like, and so now.
That's why melatonin is important.
I was dragging.
Did you crack another one then?
No, I did not. I should have. I should have cracked a little more champagne or something. No, I didn't, but all by myself. You're right. I was all by myself. All by myself. And then, of course, the new year gets off with a little tragedy.
Already?
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Yeah. But they're saying they got this guy. Apparently, it was a cyber truck. Now, the FBI just a little while ago put out a statement saying that they believe he did not work alone. His name is Shamsuddin Jabbar, but I think he was a guy who was
Kareem's kid?
I think he... Sudid?
Sudid, yeah.
Sudid it?
No, Shamsuddin Jabbar.
Oh.
He was killed in their firefight.
Bro, I'm Muslim.
But, I mean, he drew like... What did he do? 10 people dead or 10 people dead?
Yeah, and the tricky part was that there's supposed to be these guardrails that go up every day, like about 5 o'clock at night, like on big party nights in New Orleans. They didn't go up last night.
It was a cyber truck. Was it all hacked?
The FBI is starting to believe he did not work alone.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They don't think he worked
Well, the FBI has been like botching this from the beginning, apparently.
Well, then they postponed the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
They postponed the Sugar Bowl, but I don't know to when. I don't know if you can look that up in any way. And then a dedicated listener sent a text to our line, 585-206-8866, and they said, let me see here. I'm sure you might be discussing what happened in New Orleans today on the pod. An interesting take on this tragic event might be for something in the future. Goodell is watching what they are doing for the Sugar Bowl tonight.
Right.
It will not be played today.
It will not be played today. Do they say when it'll be played?
Do not see
okay.
anything here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, so that's the Georgia-Notre Dame game.
Yeah, so that's been postponed. That was supposed to be tonight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It will be delayed by 24 hours, and that more information will be released as possible.
Okay.
So tomorrow
they're saying Goodell is what? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 24 hours would be the same thing.
Because I don't think there's any NFL games Thursday night.
Not this week.
No, because everybody plays on Saturday or Sunday the last week of the season.
So they're saying Goodell is watching what they're doing for the Sugar Bowl tonight because he has a few weeks where he can still move the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl is where this year? New Orleans.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. You have millionaires, et cetera, coming to the game. Security concerns. I know it's a weird way to look at it. Did this terror organization do this to move the Super Bowl for different reasons, less secure at certain stadiums, et cetera? Just a thought from listener D. It's a great thought.
Usually once it happens in an area, it doesn't happen again.
I don't know. Lightning strike. Well, no, I see what you're saying, but I got one example that blows that right out of the water. One plane hit a tower, and then another plane hit a tower. Two separate events.
No, I know.
Same thing. Lightning struck twice. I'm teasing you.
I know.
I'm teasing
I know. Well, I thought about that because people were saying there's going to be another terrorist attack in New York.
Well, I don't.
And there wasn't, but I'm just saying, yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Are they postponing the game because of security, or are they postponing the game because of the tragedy?
I think they're postponing the game because there's an investigation going on, and they don't know how
Superdome's on lockdown.
How deep this goes. That's the only thing I can understand. So I think, yes, for security concerns, I believe that would be why. But I don't know. And then, the other thing is I'm watching.
Good job, Biden. Let that border stay open.
Well, how do we know? This guy supposedly was a U.S. citizen and was 10 years in the U.S. Army.
I just wanted to blame Biden.
Oh, okay. All right. just letting you know. But I think that's true. I think
but from the beginning, the
he's
mayor
believed to have served in the Army for 10 years.
I mean, that's happened before. We know this. I mean,
yes.
And then now everybody wants to say that everybody.
But he had a what flag on there? An ISIS flag. Yeah. So
yeah, we don't know. I mean, I just thought it was odd that the mayor of New Orleans immediately says this is a terrorist attack. The FBI says no, it's not. Yeah, and the FBI comes back and says, okay, yes, it is. But the FBI also has to play this game of very delicate balance because they don't want to give away too much information. 100%. They have to play it cool. Yes. They got to be careful. So you can't jump on them either.
Yeah.
It's just, but from that moment,
this is
the fact that those guardrails were not put up on the day that this attack happened has to raise eyebrows.
Well,
how does because it's New Orleans, Nashville, New York, L.A., Chicago. All these
is why I'm
on New Year's
saying
Eve.
that they believe he wasn't working alone.
Right.
That's why I say that. So I think Shorsha would be a good one to talk to.
Yeah.
About the FBI and how do you now in today's day and age keep an investigation quiet? Like I'm always impressed when there's been a long-standing investigation and either a terrorist plot is thwarted, a drug thing is busted wide open, because I'm like, some people have a way of just leaking it or tipping or I don't know, tipping their hand. But this part's tough because it's public, right? It was the general population, people died, and that's it. I also watched these fireworks, and I started watching somebody had CNN on early, and they were doing like New Year's around the world. So it was Tokyo, Thailand, Australia, and you're seeing all the fireworks go off, and I'm seeing these boats start to race out of the area in Sydney, and I go, I wonder if they're raining down. And then I think on the West Coast, fireworks went awry. 2 people died, and like so many injured. I think so. In the United States on the West Coast. I'm pretty sure I saw a headline like that today. But again, I had a lot of phone calls going, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Everybody's worried about drunk drivers on New Year's Eve. Instead, we got to worry about something else.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I almost wonder if there's very little, not going to say completely none, but much less drunk driving on New Year's Eve than any other.
Let's put because everybody's on high alert on New Year's Eve. Whereas Thanksgiving Eve, I'm going to go out tonight. So does everybody. Like I remember one year I was Lyft driving on, I think it was 2016 or 2017. I was Lyft driving, and I'm not joking. Easton Alexander looked like Times Square. It looked like Times Square. I've never seen that many people down there at one time other than Thanksgiving Eve. It was just fantastic.
That's great.
It was beautiful. I mean, like it took me forever to get to make a left-hand turn, but it was awesome, And I wish we had more. I wish we had more freedom and more confidence in each other to be able to do that more often.
Yeah,
and we don't.
2 dead, 20 injured in Salt Lake, Hawaii.
So, Hawaii.
And then there was also an issue in Germany where they had 5 killed and
how many
Salt Lake
emergency workers.
There's a Salt Lake, Hawaii. I didn't know that.
What was in Hawaii? How many in Hawaii?
2.
Because of the fireworks?
2 and 20.
2 and 20. Yeah, I mean, god damn, dude. So it's probably the people setting them off is what I'm thinking, right? That exploded.
I probably would have set some off last night, too, if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, well, that's fun. But you're not, this is like, the big display or whatever, something backfired. And, oh, God. They are, I am seeing that the person who they have as a suspect in New Orleans, his ex-wife got a restraining order against him. I don't know when. It's just a push notification.
Well, they do say that, like, according to studies, the biggest, well, I shouldn't get into this, but.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, because I want to make sure I get my thoughts straight, but they say the biggest indicator of, of terrorist type of events or murders or is spousal abuse.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So if there's a track record of spousal abuse, the odds are that person may be more than likely to commit murder or violent crimes.
Yeah. Somebody else just said, and I did see this too, a Cybertruck exploded in Vegas a little while ago at Trump Towers. Now, I did see that. in Vegas at Trump Towers. I don't know where President Trump was doing the YMCA dance last night, but I would assume Mar-a-Lago, but
probably.
I don't know. But this was at Trump Towers.
Right now, Mar-a-Lago has
White
to be
House
the safest
South.
place in America. Maybe the world.
Maybe.
I mean, right now, Trump's got everybody right where he wants them.
All right, we will we'll take a moment. I did see something, and I'll ask you fellas. I think I don't know. I don't know what to think of it because I think, in my opinion, this person is overstepping. Should keep their mouth shut.
Aaron Rodgers again?
We will get to that right after this. 2025 is upon us. Maybe you're kicking off the new year with dry January. I've got news that'll make your resolution even sweeter. At BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill, they're serving up the good times without the guilt. That's right. Their master mixologists have crafted a lineup of incredible mocktails and NA beers that'll have you forgetting what you're missing. But that's just the beginning. Let's talk about their legendary brunch. Picture this: golden, crispy French toast that melts in your mouth, breakfast burritos bursting with flavor, and wait for it, breakfast pizza that'll make you rethink everything you knew about breakfast. And if you got a sweet tooth, you got to try the waffles topped with Oreo cookie ice cream. They're basically, I would say, heaven on a plate. At BTB, they believe in doing everything big. Their portions, huge. Your satisfaction, enormous. Your value for your money, maximum. And that's what counts. Make it your New Year's resolution to treat yourself right. Whether you're staying dry for January or beyond, BTB Wood-Fired Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge is your go-to spot for fantastic food, amazing drinks, and portions that'll make your eyes pop. Looking to start 2025 in style? Drive into the new year with Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Located conveniently on Route 96 in Victor, they've got exactly what you need to tackle those Western New York winters. Right now is the perfect time to get behind the wheel of a new Ram 1500. Built tough for whatever Mother Nature throws your way. And speaking of convenience, check out innovative features like the foot-activated power liftgate on the Jeep Compass. No more juggling groceries or struggling with armfuls of gear. From rugged trucks to family-friendly SUVs and sleek sedans, their state-of-the-art facility has something for everyone. Experience the difference at Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where safety and reliability come standard. Visit them today on Route 96 in Victor or browse their inventory online at victorcdjr.com. Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your destination for a better driving experience in 2025.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders.
Smoked pot with Jimmy Carter's son on the roof of the White House. And I think he's 91 or 92 now. I like this version. Arlo Guthrie did it. But this one always reminds me, I don't know why, but I thought my dad liked Willie Nelson. So I used to go buy him Willie Nelson albums. And he would play this song once in a while, and the stereo was in their bedroom, but he ran the speakers out to the living room. Like there was wire that, under the floor or whatever. So this is the song I always remember, and I love Willie's version of it. I don't know. This thing is, I haven't given it much thought or really paid much attention to the news today too much, but it's a little scary that happened, and it's these minor terror attacks that keep you sort of on your toes. And I always think, like, for me, I go, I don't know if I'm naive and stupid, but I walk around like nothing. And I feel like if I give in to the fear of the paranoia or whatever, then I'm giving them what they want. And most of the time, it's not me. I wasn't in New Orleans. I'm not part of the 10 people. I don't know. I wouldn't stop me, which is a callous way to go. 10 people died.
Yeah.
That's
well, I mean, like, that's kind of like what your book was talking about. You can't, like, allow that thinking process to turn your mind into a worry machine.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I think.
The Bible says, be as wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. So go about your business. Just beware. That's all.
Kevin.
I
What?
wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Kevin.
What?
I like it. I love when you quote the Bible. I do, because then I can turn to him and I can go, Kevin.
All right.
Well, Kevin went to Catholic school his whole life.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Where's the fruit of that labor?
I don't know. I'm just saying maybe he knows these things. He remembers Bible verses. I don't know. I like it.
But the point is, though, is that you can't go about your life worried.
No, I don't think you can.
Let go. Let God go about your business. But beware. There's idiots out there.
Yeah.
Watch your ass.
I always now
stay on Christ.
God said, watch your ass.
If I go, man, you know what? I get to go hang out with Jesus. You want to threaten me with heaven? Go ahead.
And then you found out you weren't allowed to hang out with Jesus. But he got Jesus, Geesus. Hey, Dan.
The poor Dan. He's actually hanging with Jesus.
My dad always said do it, and see. I don't like this thinking now, but he would always say, a discreet sense of paranoia goes a long way. And
an inch deep and a mile wide.
I always think but it was about everything in life, right? And not just this kind of stuff. And I go, I don't want to be living in paranoia. I just want to be living.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. It sucks.
What do you mean?
Living in paranoia sucks.
How do you know?
Because I've lived it.
You've had paranoia?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've only been right a handful of times, but those handful of times will drive you crazy the rest of your life.
What are you talking about, though? Is it things directly associated?
Hold on. I thought you were always right. Did you tell us that earlier?
That's what he likes to do. But wait, now are these things that pertain to your life?
My personal life.
Okay, good.
Not.
Right.
I'm not saying.
No.
Hey, I got a feeling something's going on.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So what do you do? What do you mean? Give me an example. I got one in my head already, but
give me the thought in your head already.
I think that you were intuitively knew that your first wife was stepping out on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you kind of know that.
Yeah.
But that's your intuition. That's that to me right there, Danny. That's God. That is your made in Christ's image. That is God saying, "Step over here, Dan. You're right. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. This isn't the right thing for you. You kept going and kept going. It's free will. And we're gonna love you and all this stuff.
Now let's do it my way.
But then this doesn't work. So let's come over here. And I think you kind of know in your gut, right? I got a lot of gut feelings that I haven't followed sometimes, and it doesn't pay off. I have a gut feeling now about something that.
But when you have OCD though, all of a sudden, then it becomes magnified, right? Now it's every time. And 99 times out of 100, it's nothing.
Yes. Right.
That's the point.
Right.
That's my point.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes in these other situations, give me one that isn't someone cheating on you.
Wow, you really threw the...
Wow.
Threw my curveball. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Now I got to think. Hold on.
That's not what I meant.
I, at one point when we worked together, thought I was getting let go one Friday for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Well, you probably weren't too wrong in that one either. I only because I knew how they were operating, and I foolishly tell you something later on that and
you fed into it, yeah, and then nothing happened.
No, but
this was like years before.
Yeah, but I don't know if I fit into it. I know that I had told you that I had said this is ridiculous and just.
Yes.
I tried to advocate a little bit here and keep the team together. I like the team. I didn't want any outside. I don't want to be changed.
No, I know. I don't mean to dig that up, but you asked. I'm just giving you an example.
Well, here's something else. Today I had a conversation with someone, and I said, remember when I used to say a certain phrase to them, and it was my son. It was my son, and he used to get very upset when he would be losing a track in 9th grade. And I said to him, and he would be like all frustrated, and I would go, let's just walk. Have dignity for yourself. Forgive yourself. Don't let other people see this side of you, because they're not going to interpret it as though you're frustrated. They're going to interpret it as though you're whatever. And he said something to me today. He had called me for New Year's, and I said, remember that when I would say that? And he's like, yeah. And I said, and how much do those races mean today, winning or losing them? What impact do they have on your life right now? Nothing. And that's why I said, in the moment, I get it, and it's the meaning, but nothing has any meaning other than the meaning you apply to it. So it meant to you that you sucked and you weren't good enough, which may be what drove you to become this hulking human being that can bench 300 to 500 pounds. I'm not even sure, but somewhere in there. And that could be the thing. I always once in a while, if I can't find anything I really want to watch and I don't feel like reading, I will rewatch The Last Dance with Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm. And I took that personally.
Yes. And I am rewatching that, and I thought, holy crap, that's sort of like my kid. Like, you weren't good enough. And you couldn't do it.
That drove Jordan. That drove Kobe. That drove Josh Allen. That stuff drove them. That drove you. I remember you talking about it long before there was a Last Dance. Michael Jordan talking about like getting cut from his basketball team and what drove him.
Yeah.
I remember this. Michael Jordan, the national sports media panned his Hall of Fame speech. It was like, that was ridiculous. And then this guy gets up on a Monday morning and goes, let me tell you a-hole something. And they start posturing up like this. I never forgot this. He goes, he just gave you the blueprint on how to succeed in life, and you're going to piss all over it? Danny, dump that. Can't say piss. Oh, dump that again. Bro, you're getting dumped twice already? I haven't even got my first cup of coffee, bro. But the point is that Michael Jordan's blueprint was paranoia. Taking things personally. That was his thing. But that could also go toxic if you take everything personally.
It can. I think rewatching it again, there was somebody who said that he was almost, and it's not the words they use, but like an enlightened being. They didn't know anybody else who was as in the moment as Michael Jordan. Like in the moment. Nothing else mattered. The last shot that he took, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
The miss, whatever's happened, it just never mattered. It was always about this. Now, the drive was like the whole story about the guy who hugged him after a game and said, great game. He dropped 37.
This kid from Cleveland.
Yeah, and he never did.
Yeah.
And then he's like, or the whole thing where Jordan comes in to visit some guys playing basketball, and this rookie from Utah's like, man, you retired before I even got a shot to I could have taken you, man. Oh, man, I could have. Right, all this. Now they play in the finals, and he just
beats the.
Oh God! He wipes the floor, and then even in the documentary, they're going.
And I took that personally.
That poor kid, and I'm like, yeah, that poor kid's playing, and he's the best of the best. And I don't know, like the year, it was interesting because I go, much like your Tom Brady and Belichick, and who made whom, and all this thing. I think they had the perfect storm in Chicago, and I think they had the perfect storm in New England for many years. You had somebody, Brady, you had Jordan. We just know more about what Brady did than because information has changed, and we get a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Well, I didn't know that Jordan was lifting weights and doing all this shit. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But the drive that guy had, and the year that he went to play baseball, and he doesn't play basketball, and they get to the Eastern Conference Finals and lose to the Knicks. And in that moment where, all of a sudden Scottie Pippen's ego gets bruised because the play isn't coming to him for the final shot, and he decides to sit out.
Sit it out, right.
And all that. Okay. But the team did pretty well.
They did.
And it was a great coaching job by Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
But then the next year, they were abysmal. And it was more because they did trade away some guys, and you didn't have, a lot of people that were used to the system.
They had to get used to life without Michael Jordan.
Right.
And then Jordan decides.
Second season, and now in May. But the Jordan thing that is interesting to me, and I believe this, I think he would have made it to the major leagues. I know people go, there's no way. He worked so hard, and they even say that. And how good, and I think it was Tony Francona, isn't it?
Terry Francona.
Terry
Francona, thank you.
He was the Birmingham manager.
Yeah, and he goes, the guy was hitting whatever he hit. He goes, we have superstar players that are upcoming that didn't hit that well, or have that.
His first year, he was okay. By the second year, he was ready to become a Major League Baseball player. He was on track to becoming a Major League Baseball player.
It was the strike, and he said, I'm not crossing the picket line.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this is going, and it didn't sit well with him, so he went back
to basketball.
Right. He went back to basketball.
And by the way, in Buffalo, he was supposed to play for the Nashville Sounds in AAA. Opening day, Pilot Field in Buffalo. Sold out show, right? Jordan announces in February he's going back to the NBA. So we're talking this is a stadium that drew 1 million people a year for several years, minor league baseball in Buffalo. They drew 500 people that opening night.
Well,
18,000 or 12,000 empty seats because Jordan wasn't playing, so people just threw their tickets away. They came to see Jordan, and he wasn't there. But yeah, he was on track to become a Major League Baseball player. There were guys who said he was awful his first year. By the time you saw him in his second year, like, this guy looks like he's ready for the majors. But he was driven. He was nuts.
Yes. It is. It is a nut. It is a little.
It's a compulsion.
But the whole thing, like, he's just such a competitor.
Yeah.
The betting on golf, the cards, all that shit. Okay, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, he just was driven, but he was very in the moment and didn't let things affect his psyche.
Yeah. You have to have a very special makeup for that.
I guess so. Because goddamn, I haven't seen anybody like that. Again, I'm sure there are.
That was the story about Kobe Bryant texting Jordan at 3 o'clock in the morning. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? Nobody else did that. LeBron didn't do that.
No.
That's why Jordan loved Kobe so much, because Kobe was relentless. And who did Kobe remind Jordan of?
Himself.
Jordan.
Yeah, himself. Yeah. Well, it's an interesting thing. I always kind of go back there. All right, this is the thing I wanted to ask you guys. After the Commanders game, when they won, right, in the, was it overtime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The safety, Jeremy Reeves, got down on one knee and proposed to his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess it's a good time to do it. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Some chick jumps on Twitter and starts saying that she was his side piece, and he's in her DMs trying to fly her out, trying to bang her, trying to do all this stuff. So whether or not it ever happened, I don't know. She's spoken past tense. But I go, if you know you're the side piece, why are you going to, maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. But I go, just shut up.
Just understand that you finished second.
Yeah, but I mean.
Silver medal's still a medal, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I got to think, like, maybe that woman has a right to know. Then I would try to find a way to privately contact her, but I'm not going on social media to get attention.
Or is it just bitches being crazy?
I don't know. Here's the thing. So many things now that we see, and this is the problem, our knee-jerk reaction. Everybody's got them. Like, you spout off, you say something, you do it, but everything's now caught on camera or whatever, or now I can get on and I'm a little buzzed and I'm going to tell them what I really fucking think, and then you hit send. And then the next day you wake up and you don't know why, so-and-so is texting and going, I'm never talking to you again. What did I do? You know what I'm saying? I go, why? I get it. You want to tell somebody that he's not as faithful as you think, whatever. Okay. But to do this seems shitty to me.
It's so bad on so many levels. First of all, you knew you were the side piece. So you're just as guilty, number one. Number two, you don't do it nationally. You don't do it publicly. You do it privately. You say, hey, listen, we got your boyfriend there.
Oh, my God.
Your fiance?
Well, you can't get on The Bachelor if you do it privately.
Here's what
but the point is, like, everyone's an opportunist in this country at
Here's
this
what
point.
she put out there. And it might be to someone. Not the same man who was in my DMs trying to fly me out and F me. I think effing not. And then somebody, under the NFL. Okay, so the NFL does a congrats to JR1 era and his fiance, and she writes underneath it, LOL. No, I flew out there, got banged, ate good food, got some money, and came home. Okay.
So you did your job. You got paid. Get out, bitch.
I go, I don't know. What's the point? So family can see this now. People can worry about this. I get it. All right. But
it's just drips of evil.
Yes. Well,
it just drips of evil in so many directions.
How narcissistic we've become as a
society. We've become such
we really are.
A-holes, self-loathing or self-loving and self-loathing. I think there's a yin and a yang to that.
Yes.
A-holes.
I have nothing.
I wanted you to say
what?
Danny's thoughts. No, I'm kidding.
But you have to really hate yourself to want to love yourself that much, to be so narcissistic, to go out there and to cling on to somebody else's moment and go, yeah, but look at me because this happened. It's like,
well, I mean, there are some things that can be funny, like,
and I'm going to get my own reality show, like Kevin said. I'm going to be on The Bachelor. I'm going to get this. Yeah. Look at me.
I watched but she didn't know what she was doing there.
No, I know that. But the point is, everybody wants to be her.
Yes.
What does that tell you?
Yes.
Everybody wants to be a Kardashian. We are nothing but vanity projects in this country.
She is.
I think I've seen that band before.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was why I named the band. That's why I named the band the Vanity Project.
Oh, is that one dead?
That one's dead.
All right.
Yeah, that's gone.
All right.
By the way, we got a cease and desist about that too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because apparently, like Stephen Page, who used to be in Bare Naked Ladies, his next project was called the Vanity Project. So whatever.
All right. Well, it kind of makes you feel good that somebody paid attention.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, I always think that you're better off not blasting your stuff around, or it says a lot about you too.
Yeah,
you would do this,
but they don't care. The Real Housewives of whatever, name the city.
Yeah,
those aren't the real housewives. Those are wannabe housewives.
I've never watched any of those shows.
I refuse. They're awful. Just the commercials
I know
are bad.
people who like them and can kind of get sucked up in them, and there's an audience for it. That's fine. I never. I'm lame.
It's sad.
I know.
It's pathetic.
Well,
Billy.
here's the thing: is I think as human beings we like drama, even though we're going to say I'm drama free. I don't like the drama.
People have an appetite for it.
But then you get even in your own life.
I don't like the drama in my life. I like to sit back and watch. the drama.
Yeah. But
and then shit stir a little.
All right, now here's something that's interesting, because this leads me to another thing that I was having a conversation with one of my sons. I go, sometimes in life, it's great to if you can step outside yourself and watch things for as they are. And I knew this at a really young age. My grandmother, to me, was loving and wonderful and all that, but she was a cartoon character. And she did these absolutely fucking hilarious, funny things. But she had an edge, and she could be very nasty. She could be nasty to many people. And when she died, I spoke at the restaurant at the funeral or the memorial, whatever we're doing. And my aunt, by marriage, but married in 1976, so my aunt, I was in their wedding. I was 5, and her best friend came up to me and goes, "Thank you for recognizing," because I said she could be tough, and she said, "Thank you for saying that, because she gave your aunt an awful time for years," And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's an Irish thing. I have no idea. But she had an edge, and she would always say, "Ow." Like, I think she even at one point, many, 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 many years ago, when my father started dating my mom, she would call my father Mr. Know-It-All. "Oh, what does Mr. Know-It-All say?" And all this shit. But I found her funny. Like, she's the one who took my underwear when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I always go, "What's this? What's this? Didn't your mother teach you to wipe because you had streaks in your underwear? You were a kid. You had skid marks." This is what happens.
It happens. You're kids.
Right. You're a little boy. Show me a little boy's underwear that doesn't have streak marks, and I'll show you a 90-year-old guy who doesn't have streak marks. They don't exist.
Yeah.
It's like Bigfoot. They don't exist. So, or Jesus. No, I'm kidding.
I'll let him deal with it.
Yeah, I know. But no, I think Jesus did exist. I think there was.
He does exist.
Yes, it does. Okay. But I just was like, can you step back and see? Because I never got involved in her drama, but I loved her drama. Like Kevin said, I loved watching.
It was fun to watch.
Drama.
It was entertaining.
Oh, it was great. And if I could set something off, like she would get annoyed when I would go in the bathroom and I'd take a tape recorder and I'd flush the toilet and go, "I'm drowning."
Yeah, right.
And then I would just play it outside her door, or there was a night like she's saying goodnight. She's the one we laid the roses on.
Yeah,
she beat us. And there was just so many stories. Like the time. Do you remember the phone call?
Yeah. I know what it says.
Yeah.
Like your aunt and your grandmother.
Yeah.
And I tried to look for that. I can't find that call.
It was my birthday. I'm out mowing the lawn. And I had an early edition, one of the phones that they used to open up like this. And it was one of the first time because I could post on Facebook, social media from my phone. It was one of the first times I'm mowing the lawn and I'm listening to music. And I must have not had a signal in some part. Who knows? And all of a sudden, then my phone's ringing and I hear, "Oh, happy birthday, Billy. What are you doing?" I said, "I'm mowing the lawn." She said, "Oh, on your birthday. God, did you hear our call? Did you get our message?" And I said, "No." "Good. Don't listen to it." And I went, "Fuck yes, I will. I can't wait." And it's my aunt and my grandmother trying to leave me a birthday message, and they get into a fucking fight, screaming at each other. And she's going, "Hi," it's grandma. "Hi, Billy." "Ma, it's his voicemail." "I know." "Hi, Billy. Happy birthday." And then like a pause, and she goes, you hear in the background, "Ma, it's his voicemail. He can't talk." "I know what it is, Mary." "All right, fine, if you know what it is." Why don't you leave me alone? Let me die. Okay, go ahead and die. Like, this is all on the voicemail. This is what I'm talking about.
Played it on the radio.
Now, yes, and I played it on the radio, which is almost disrespectful. Now, other people would hear that and go, oh, my God. It sounds like they're abusing each other, that this isn't right. Someone should interfere in this relationship, be all worried. I didn't want to get involved in the drama. It was a
just
cartoon.
funny.
It was like how my grandmother lived to 96. This is the shit that kept her alive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
it's how you look at it, man. It's how you got to give perspective.
If you can step away.
Yes.
That's what Kevin's thing is.
Yeah.
He loves to be a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
Stir it up.
See, I could watch it. I just don't want to get involved in it.
Well, no,
Kevin will get involved. I'm not.
he won't.
No, stirring the pot. Like hey, what about that time?
Oh, Kevin will.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't do that. I don't have it in my DNA to do that.
I love stirring the pot.
One
of my favorite stories about my grandmother was the one when she was up at my mom and dad's house, and my mom had a TV under the kitchen cabinet, little TV. And she and I are sitting there, and the news report comes on about this year they're allowing gays to march in the St. Patrick's Day parade. And so we're going back like, God, I don't even know if my kids were born.
5, 6 years.
No, I think it was back in the 90s. And the St. Patrick's Day parade was a big deal in my family because my grandfather always marched in it as a New York City fireman and blah, blah. So, and they're very Irish. And I hear my grandmother go, ugh, make some kind of grunting noise. And I'm watching this and I go, I know. They put that, and I say it like this, and it's terrible, and I don't mean to insult anyone. That's not the point. The point was I was stirring the pot, and I went, they put that filthy thing in their mouth. She goes, Billy, right? And it's just she and I sitting there. Everybody else has left the room. We're just sitting there watching, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she starts gagging. Like literally going,
because she's thinking about it.
And I go, oh my God, Grandma, what's the matter? They put that filthy thing in their mouth. Now I can't fucking breathe. I am like, and that's the shit. The drama didn't directly affect me. It's my grandmother, not my mother.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where sometimes it's hard when there's drama and stuff. But if you can step outside and just see it as players on the stage,
right,
it can be kind of funny.
It can be funny.
It can be kind of
funny.
funny.
You follow with Grandma. You never asked the D? Come on.
Like I used to love when you and I, you say, okay, Dan, about 3 a.m., 4 a.m., we get into work. We got to get as much work done as possible because at 5:20, when somebody comes in, we're going to get the gossip column. So
Tommy.
Yeah. So we get the gossip column, and we be sitting there like T.O. eating popcorn. All right.
Yeah, he had a lot of the gossip.
Yeah, right. So Brown, check this out.
Yeah, or he'd go into people's pictures and he'd blow them up and go, hey, look, cellulite. He did it to everybody.
How old do you think she is, Brown?
All right. We'll take that's another thing. We'll take a moment. Maybe we do the game. We'll keep it a little shorter today. We'll do we'll do the game.
So I have thoughts.
Well, I have.
That's why I have to leave.
I have thoughts.
Joking.
I have thoughts on people posting things on Facebook, and then what my knee-jerk response wants to be, but I never type it.
Oh, the Lincoln messages? They call them the Lincoln letter?
Yeah, I don't type it at all.
The Lincoln posts?
I should stir it in my head myself.
Yes, I should stir it in my head. We'll get to all that right after this. Looking to kick off 2025 with a bang? Then you got to head to where the spirits are high and the music is hot. Iron Smoke Distillery right here in Fairport, New York. I call Iron Smoke the pioneers who transformed the old cannery into Rochester's coolest hangout are serving up another sizzling Saturday of entertainment. Come over there and enjoy the acoustic sunset sessions. They begin at 3:30 with Rosewood Station this Saturday, January 4th, and then at 8:30 on the stage that whiskey built its tryst. That's right. You could be sipping on a Peacemaker cocktail while soaking in those sweet acoustic vibes or the live music of Tryst. Iron Smoke isn't just a distillery. They're the spark that ignited Fairport's entertainment revolution. Thanks to their vision, the historic Cannery District is now buzzing with life and really great times. So grab your friends and head to 111 Parse Avenue Saturday, January 4th. Trust me, this is how you start a new year right. Iron Smoke Distillery, where great spirits meet good times in Fairport, New York, baby. Leo's has been a fantastic sponsor of this podcast. And now that the holidays are over and the back to school, back to work rush is in full swing, Let Leo's make your life easier with their amazing selection of to-go meals from their cafe and deli. From mouth-watering chicken parm to fresh, healthy salads that'll keep your New Year's resolution on track. Leo's has you covered, my friends. Located in East Rochester on Dispatch Drive. Leo's is your one-stop shop for delicious prepared meals. What's the best thing about Leo's? Say it with me. Everything.
This is a song called What Good Can Drinking Do that I wrote one night after drinking myself into a stupor.
What good can drinking do?
It's a young
Hi,
Janis
Billy.
Joplin.
Happy birthday.
What is that from? Where did that come from? Oh, that might have been Kevin's phone.
Oh, and I drank all night, but the next day I still feel blue.
Well, if you're feeling a little
Granny
blue,
Egg leaving you a message there?
yeah, it might have been. Might have been from beyond.
Singing?
Yeah, singing. That's right. What good can drinking do? A young Janis Joplin who sounds, boy, her voice got raspy as she went on. Died at 27, part of the 27.
What was the name of her band? The moving company?
Janis Joplin and the Holding Company.
The Holding Company,
Yeah,
okay.
the Holding Company. And they went on to continue to play.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they did for a while, but I don't know if they did any albums or anything, but I think they toured once in a while and they could get on festivals and places like that.
You don't hear a ton of Janis Joplin songs over the years. Like, you hear a lot of Hendrix. You've always heard a lot. Yeah,
I like Janis a lot, but a lot of them were not hers. I mean, I think probably the most famous one would be Me and Bobby McGee.
Yeah.
And that was written by Chris Christopherson. So I don't know. And she died right after recording that, I think.
Oh, did she?
I thought Chris Christopherson was mixing that in a studio when he found out she died.
Okay.
Yeah. Like either the night before they recorded or a couple nights before. But I thought that was the case. He's another interesting one. Like, brilliant people just find their way. Like, he was a really bright guy. I think a Rhodes Scholar, a military school.
He was a helicopter pilot. He
Did
in
he
fact,
go to
he got
Air
to.
Force or Academy, I thought.
I think so. Yeah. He ended up getting into the music industry by parking his helicopter on Johnny Cash's lawn. And coming out with 2 beers. Hey, let's have a drink. I want to talk. I got a song I wrote for you. Now, Johnny Cash wasn't home, but of course it got Cash's attention.
Yeah.
And this is what kind of catapulted Christopherson into fame.
Well, whatever you got to do, man. Whatever you got to do.
And I took that personally.
Yeah, I guess. On Facebook, I saw, and this is terrible, but I just want to let you know that sometimes inside what goes on inside my head, I saw 2 things.
Like taking a shower.
Well, okay, so that was Damien's fault because Kevin called and I was talking to hang on. I did post a shower video. I haven't done that in a while. And then Kevin was calling me and the phone was on the counter. And so I stepped out of the shower and just picked it up and talked to Kevin while in the shower.
It was hot, steamy.
And then he goes, "Hey, rub your balls for me." So I just did. And then and while we were on the phone, Damien was beeping in. So I let it go, and then I called him back, and he goes, "Hey, we were just talking about you. Come on down to Thirsties. We're hanging out here." And I knew he was going there. And I said, "I'm in the shower." And he goes, "I'm going to FaceTime you." And I said, "Okay." And so he FaceTimed me and passed it around the bar, screaming that this is what a beached whale looks like. And I am heavier than I've been in a while. No, but what I saw on Facebook was somebody, and this is very cruel of me, somebody posting a picture of a deceased loved one saying something like 8 years or whatever, still miss you and love you. And I looked at the picture, and the man was rather homely looking, and I went, well, I almost wrote, thank God. Thank God you loved him, because who else could love that face? But it was horrible. It's a horrible thought to have. Like, I go, whoa, that's a pretty ugly dude. And just mean and horrible, and that's somebody's loved one. But sometimes I go, are those things, should we put them out public? I guess we do, right? It's just the way we are.
When my older sister died, I was still on Facebook. I didn't talk about it. I didn't mention it.
Well, some people, everybody's different. You know, you got to.
Because it drove me nuts when people would try to like use that for sympathy. And some people, everybody mourns differently. I'm not going after those who do it like in earnest and genuine. There were other people who, so I just like didn't even want to invite the idea of it. And anybody who knew.
Yeah.
The important people. So what was the point?
Yeah. Kevin's always been very private about that stuff. I don't remember you ever making a big deal about anything. I mean, your mom passed about a year ago, right? Or 2?
I'm just lazy. And I usually just go on Facebook and look. I don't post very often.
No, but you don't talk about those things. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, let's get into it. Kevin, let's see. Can we make Kevin emotional? That's not. I'm just saying, like, you're sort of like me in that regard. Like, I don't want to make a big deal.
I just deal with my shit the way I deal with my shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people do.
I don't need help.
We just see the ones that don't.
All right. Then I saw a person. Remember when we used to say, I don't know, you were around for this one. Hey, Joe Bricado did a song once called 3 Mustard Broads, because there was French's Mustard Day, 100, and all of a sudden he just made up a song on the spot. And we used to sing it all the time. Hey, hey, 3 Mustard Broads. Well, we turned that into, hey, hey, hard living broad. Like, you could really tell, right?
I remember Tommy used to sing that.
Yes.
I was wondering where that came from.
Yes, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Facebook, and the guy I went to college with posts a picture, and I think he's divorced, and he's getting back, and he's got this picture of a woman. He's standing next to her, like they're a couple. I don't know if they're a couple or not. Somebody write comments, couple. And I look at it, and I went, wow, this chick looks like she stepped off the set of Dukes of Hazzard. Like, she's got the big hair, but not high, but long and thick and, curled and all this. Kind of had an 80s twang to it. And I'm looking at her face, and I go, yeah, she was attractive.
In 86?
Back.
Mookie thought she was hot rounding third.
I go, she was hot like a couple whiskey bottles ago. She just looked a little worn, leathered, and I gotta show you this picture. And I was like, whoa! And I'm seeing all these.
Wet.
Hey, great looking couple. Hey. I go, why are you fucking lying? Is what I want to go. Why are you fucking lying, dude? Run. Which is. Again, horrible, horrible, and cruel.
Billy.
That's all I'm saying.
But you didn't post it.
I didn't,
which is nice.
I tried.
Nobody put it out on a public podcast.
Yeah, well, but I'm not saying who it is. I'm not.
I'm sure their crack team will find them.
No. Maybe not. All right, Kevin's got the first Theme That Tune of 2025. We're starting a new I'm going to get killed in this one. I lost on Monday to Matt Reese. He did a great job. And he's been doing a great job. And again, we're going to ask Matt when he's in next week to talk about helping out the family. He's finding one family he's going to feed a family for a month.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to help sponsor or offset some of those costs, let us know. We'll get your information over to Matt.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very cool thing they're doing. All right, here we go. What do we got?
No singing, Laura. Same rules apply.
I'm going to tell you something that this. I'll remind me to story about this.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. This is how we do it. La, la, la. Spent $48 last night at the county fair. I throwed out my shoulder, but I wanted that teddy bear.
It's kind of an easy one today so far.
Yeah, but
I think even Bill's gotten a couple.
I can't remember the titles of some of these songs.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
All I hear is
R.I.P. Shaka Zulu.
I hear Charlie Fitzsimmons, who owns Black and Blue and JoJo's and Trada, singing Cleaning Ladies Paradise to Gussie.
You know that's unheard of. Yeah.
Fuck is their name? God damn it.
Performed last night with Dick's Clark Ball. Dropping.
Lonely mother gazing out of the window, staring at a sun that she just
PXY top 5 and 5 with Norm on the bars.
Oh, God. Just in my mouth with another sandwich.
I would love to do this song.
Well, maybe with your
maybe
new
I'll
band.
get a chance.
That's right.
I know a hot keyboard player.
I can't wait till she kicks him out of the band, too.
His wife.
We had a meeting and we were talking.
Oh, my God. No,
By the way,
that will
dinner's
not
at,
happen.
By the way, dinner's at 6.
That would be the greatest story of 2025. Like, the Bills could win the Super Bowl, and that would still trump Danny getting kicked out of the band by his wife.
I'll tell you what, if the Bills won if that was a trade-off, I would take it.
You still working over here? You're still working over here.
So Tom George used to have a joke. The late Tom George. If somebody were singing a song, hey Dan, who sings that song? In this case, No Doubt. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, no doubt. Is this forever?
Don't speak.
Don't speak. God damn it.
Come on, Billy, you're better than
God
that.
damn it. Well, that was a song when I broke up my first almost marriage. I remember her saying to me, I keep hearing this song, No Doubt, Don't Speak It.
Losing my best Moran.
Is this is how we do it, Ace of Base?
No, it's Montel Jordan. It's Montel Jordan. Remember? Montel make no money in 94.
Hey, apparently I don't remember. So,
Three Swedish blondes singing This Is How We Do It for Ace of Base.
I don't know. This is how we do it?
Montel Jordan's white.
All right.
And from Sweden.
All right, I got 1 point. I got it. Well, I know this one.
This isn't Toby Keith, is it?
No, it is not.
I didn't think it was Toby Keith.
Keith.
I like
Tim
it.
McGraw.
That's right. It was Tim McGraw.
Yes.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I like it. I love it.
I only got Tim McGraw. God damn it. God damn. Man. I only got 3 points.
This one's easy.
Yeah.
This dude just passed away last few years.
A couple years ago.
Coolio?
Yep. Gangster's Paradise.
Gone but not forgotten.
Off the Dangerous Mind soundtrack.
All right, now we're going to get into some stuff here, I think.
This is
Dan's got all of them, so you're fucked.
Yeah.
Collective Soul, The World I Know.
Okay. I got no points on that. I wrote Goo Goo Dolls, Black Balloons.
Do you remember, what was the record this wasn't off the debut record.
It's off the second one.
I
off the second
I just
one, yeah.
got swept.
Well, you still have a chance with the theme.
Collective Soul had more hits in the 90s than any alt-rock band.
Alanis Morissette.
Mm-hmm. You know
Ironic.
the name of the song, Ironic.
Okay.
This
Waterfalls, TLC.
when they had all three of them.
Yes.
When Andre Rison's house was still intact.
This is before the house burned down and the car crash.
All right, was this Smashing Pumpkins?
Yes.
It is Smashing
Is
Pumpkins.
it Rat in the Cage?
No.
Rat in the Cage?
No. Tonight.
Tonight. All right, I got 1 point.
That's a different song on that album.
I think I know the theme.
Do you?
Yeah, it's all songs that are turning 30.
Wow, nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah. Ha! All right, so
you still lost by a fucking million.
Well, I did.
No, he lost by...
He got it, too.
Well, no, I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I had 15 points plus the theme.
You didn't say the
I
theme
had
first.
2,
You
4,
got the theme
6.
first.
My theme was
8,
songs made in 1995.
10.
Give yourself 5. You tie, you win.
15.
I'm not giving him the... He didn't say it first.
Well, okay.
All songs that are turning 30.
We're starting to
I
get
know
with
what
the
the
tie.
theme is, and I went, oh, I know that.
Yeah, because like the key was like Montel make no
right,
money in
you win.
94.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're starting here with a tie, just to give you a chance.
And now I know
We got to go for a 2-point conversion.
Here's
Break
the
it.
thing: is I saw. Are they re-releasing this album from Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, that's what they do now. They just re-release records.
No, but for her
30th.
30th.
Yeah.
30th. But are they? But there's got to be some incentive on there, no?
You mean like
In other words,
but additional material?
Yes.
I'm sure there is.
Yes.
Because like she's been on game shows now. They're like bringing her out more and more. Because she
Did Dave Coulier die?
No, he's got
leukemia.
one of the cancers.
Oh, okay, I couldn't remember.
That just came out in December. I think.
Yeah. I was trying to remember.
She was a great concert. She was great live.
You know where I really enjoyed her is on Curb Your Enthusiasm, because she plays like a private fundraiser party, and Larry walks up to her, and it's the song. What's her song? That's
You Wanna Know.
You want to know. He goes, come on, you can tell me what it's about. Right? I mean, it's much like,
Yeah.
And it just was, it was funny. And then I think she does tell him, but somebody makes a lot of noise, so he can't hear, or I don't know, something
Of
happens.
course, right?
Yeah.
I think it did finally come out that she did admit that it was about Dave Coulier.
Yeah, I thought she did.
And they've
talked about it.
talked about it. They're cool. I think she wished him luck with everything that's going on with them.
Yeah, that's heavy.
But like, there's another song came out later because her second album flopped, and then a third record she came out with. She had a song called "Hands Clean," and it was about another guy in the record industry who she admitted she was fooling around with when she was a kid, and he was an adult. And that's what some people are like, well, is this the sequel to You Ought to Know? And it wasn't. It was a different story altogether. But she held back one,
Like as though this person was. She was Nickelodeon, wasn't she? Or Canadian?
Canadian. Yeah, she was like, yeah, you can't do that on television.
Okay.
She was going on for like 4 or 5 episodes.
She was a Canadian pop star, and like nothing sold. So then they packaged her as this rock star. They gave her this huge record and everything else, and then that was it. It was a one album wonder.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, ironic.
Yeah, she's still out there touring and selling places out.
Where did you see her, Kevin?
I saw her in Charlotte.
This year?
No, this was a couple years back.
Okay. Well, I would assume maybe she's going to go out again.
She probably all those '90s bands.
She's
are
been
doing that.
She's been touring pretty consistently.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because that's all they could do now.
She took time off. I think she had her kids and kind of raised them up a little bit, and now she's back out doing it.
All right. Look at Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could never decide, which is again very, very shallow, hot or not. I couldn't really decide.
I couldn't figure that out either.
Yeah.
I know guys in high school loved her. I didn't think she was that hot.
Yeah, she was attractive.
She's attractive,
but
but
she had a unique look. Her hair was very long, and I was just like, I like long hair, but not that long. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. All right, we will close it out for the first show of 2025, which I was debating on, and I'm glad, Kevin, that I'll come in. All right, yeah, we'll do it. Then Danny, hey, what time today, buddy? What time?
well, my wife plans everything, so
I know.
she plans her plans.
He's getting kicked out of this fucking.
Absolutely.
You're getting kicked out of your own.
He may not even make.
You better just go with Danny in the health you fast.
You might have to try out. You might not even make the audition.
No, Diggler's Bridge, I love the fact that may be back, because I will tell you that back when the East End was a big deal in our city, there's a picture of Dan. It is rock star quality playing YouTube. I remember just being in awe of watching you.
That was one of the.
You were also probably half in the bag.
No, I was more than that.
That was a very memorable moment, and I wish.
There's a picture of it.
Yeah, there's a few pictures. Dem Jones took video of it.
It's a phenomenal.
We were singing Foo Fighters, and then there's several pictures of it.
I thought there was a U2 song you did too.
We did. Well, we started the show with Streets Have No Name.
Yes.
And the reason was because we were playing on, like, I love the video of that song. I was like, we're playing on the streets of Rochester playing that song.
Yeah, it was really, I love it.
That's how we opened the show.
Yeah.
And
Thinking Man's band right there.
Yeah.
We opened up for 50-50, who I argue is the greatest cover band in Rochester history.
Okay.
I wish they would bring back East End Fest. I don't think they ever will, but it'll be awesome.
Well,
that would be the name of Elvio's bar up here, Uncle Plum's.
Oh, yeah. That's very good. Very good, Kevin. For Kevin Muir with another great theme that tune. For Danny for basically really kicking on my ass in the regular season. Maybe
playoffs now?
Maybe we tie to the playoffs. The bonus. That's all. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.